Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I love ordering mystery boxes to source from my online stores, and I love coming on this channel to show you what I'm getting in hopes that it helps you make some decisions for your own reseller business. So today I am opening the NuSource Life of a Showgirl box. So if you want to see what came in this one, definitely stick around. So I must admit up front, I would not consider myself a Swiftie by any means. And this box, if you're unfamiliar, is inspired by the new Taylor Swift album, Life of a Showgirl. I'm not anti-Taylor Swift in any way. She's just, I don't know, her genre, her music is not necessarily my jam, but you know, I feel like I can't miss out on the opportunity to capitalize on the trend. So I decided to order one. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone because this is a style-based box versus a brand-based box. And I am much more of a brand-based sourcer. So this is gonna be a little bit new for me and a little bit of a challenge as well. But I am excited to see what came in this. So if you do like unboxing videos, consider subscribing to the channel. I always show you when I get a new box. I come on this channel, I show you what came inside, and then I come back in a few months and I give you an update on what actually sold, how much money I made, and if it was a good investment based on how it actually did for me. So hit that like button if you could too, and let me know if you ordered this. I would love to know how you did with yours, you know, especially a style-based box. The brand assortment, the actual like assortment of what's inside could be completely different for everybody. It probably will be. So I would love to hear if you ordered it, how it was going for you. And if you do want to order it, the last I checked, as of the filming of this video, it was in stock or being restocked. So I'll link it down below if you want to get one of these for yourself. I do have an affiliate code with NuSource. The code is oh yeah, so you just type it in when you place your order at checkout and you get 10% off your order. This box, any box on the site, it works on. So this is the Life of a Showgirl edit. $140 for 20 pieces is what I paid. So minus the 10% with my affiliate code and plus the shipping and handling, it ended up costing me $140.79 out the door, or $7.04 per piece. So what I'm gonna do is open this up. I did have to pop it open because I ordered a few boxes on the same day, or they arrived on the same day, and I wanted to make sure I was looking at the right one. All I saw so far was that there's a bunch of shiny, glittery things in here. So the other one, it's definitely not the other one I ordered. So what I'll do, I'm gonna open it all the way. It's not all the way open. So I'll get everything listed. I'll come back in a few months. I do use List Perfectly to cross post. It helps me get everything on all my platforms as quickly as I possibly can so I can get the most eyes on it and the best chance of a sale. So here's what I mean. There's glitter, there's gold, there's sparkles. Let's take a look inside. All right, first thing up, this is the brand We Wore What, which I think is this sort of a trendy brand. It's not super expensive. Is this a swimsuit? I actually think this is a swimsuit. Yeah. Most likely this is a swimsuit just by the way that it feels. It feels like swimsuit material. It's got an underwire. I mean, I guess technically it could be a bodysuit, but it feels like a swimsuit. So, of course, once I research it and find out, I'll be able to tell for sure. It's definitely not swimsuit season, but it looks to be in pretty good condition. It doesn't smell like chlorine, so if it is a swimsuit, it's never been worn in the water, at least in a pool. All right, so keep you all updated on that. This is glittery, oh, very fancy, but still pretty modest, I think. Aqua. So this is a, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not totally sure. I think this is a Bloomingdale's house brand. Aqua. And it's sparkly. You know, this is going to give, I mean, obviously Life of a Showgirl vibes, but also like holiday party or New Year's party vibes because it is long sleeve and you could easily wear this with boots. So I think this is a good fall piece. $7.40 per piece. So, I mean, it wasn't super expensive. Probably I'm not going to get a ton of money for that, but probably appropriate still for the cost per piece. I think this is also swim. Yeah, there's no way that this is a bodysuit because it's like a, what is it, a monokini? It's high. Where's the back? What is going on here? Yeah, this has got to be the front. So it's like high neck and low back. Maybe? That's a strange one. But it's also we wore what? Oh, I wonder if they were trying to... Oh, did you guys want to know the size of this? This one's an extra small. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys sizes. This is a large, the dress, and then this first swimsuit is a medium. So it's good to know the size variety. Girlfriend Collective. Okay, so they've mixed in some of the stuff that they have brand specific boxes, which I almost ordered this Girlfriend Collective box, so I guess I'm not mad about getting this. This one is a size large. This is a high neck sports bra. It's hard to hold up and show you, but there you go. This is Rag & Bone. This is a Rag & Bone t-shirt. I'm not quite sure how these last two pieces fit the theme. Maybe they're saying like the brand is based, like Rag & Bone is a Showgirl type brand. I don't know. Okay. Okay, this is a brand I've never heard of. This is the brand Exact. Maybe this is vintage. It's got some shoulder pads. It doesn't look like a current piece by any means. I think it's a size 46. It is a linen flax blend. So, okay, this is interesting. This is going to require some research because I don't really know what to make of this. But this is probably in the box because of the colors, because that Taylor Swift album is like green and or like tealish green and orange on the front. So that's like the color theme for the whole album, the whole vibe. Which here's another sports bra kind of fitting that same color theme. So this is Girlfriend Collective. This one is a medium. You know, and I ordered a Girlfriend Collective box. It wasn't all sports bras. It was like leggings and shorts and sports bras. And that stuff has moved pretty decently. So I'm not necessarily mad about getting those. What is this? Bill Blass. They keep wanting to send me Bill Blass and I don't understand it. This is a wool skirt. Made in USA. Okay, so it's probably vintage. Maybe I don't know enough about the album and what the reference is here. You can let me know in the comments if you know, but this is just a vintage wool skirt. So stuff like this I've been sending to ThreadUp, which is okay. Lately I don't necessarily even want to list every single thing I get, especially in a box where some of the stuff is secondhand and you know, it's not all going to be worth my time, and that's okay. Got some fancy glittery paper, which my baby loves this, so that's going to become hers. This is new with tag. Kate, not the designer luxury Kate, Caite. It is new with tag. It has a boutique price of $108, but I don't know that it's worth that much. This is the macaw top Callista, or the Callista top macaw green. So that is listed on here. That's nice because at least it should be easy for me to figure out what it is. This does seem more like a summery shirt. It's like a gauzy material, but that's okay. I just wanted to pause and take a second to show you what you actually see in the background here, since I forgot to move this stuff before I started filming. This is my 2.5-year-old's artwork that she hung up on this empty rack using empty hangers for all to see. And yeah, so in case you were wondering what was going on in the background, there it is. Isn't it beautiful? She did such a great job. This is Sparkles. Hello, Sparkles. Hello, Sequins. It's Bill Blass. Is this supposed to go with the wool skirt? This is so heavy. I mean, okay, if we're looking just at style, I guess this is cool. Definitely outside of my wheelhouse of what I would normally try to sell. And I don't see a size on here. That's a bummer. Yeah, this does not have a size, but it feels like it's probably silk. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know, guys. Should I list this? What do you think? Okay. There's some new and packaged stuff. Let's see. Okay, I see this is very silver. Wow. Okay, this is Topshop. So fast fashion at its finest. This is sheer see-through, very flashy, very one-time wear. It kind of, I'm like distracted by how shiny it is. Oh, this is a size 8. This is definitely going to be a style-based listing. These are Beta brand. I know they've had a Beta brand assortment for sale. These are the Monroe crop, straight crop trouser. Okay, so obviously the color inspired the is inspired by the album, and the style is okay. Straight crop, I think that's okay. At least they're not skinny pants, which would be a little bit harder of a sale. Something else very shiny. Commence. I've seen this brand before. I don't know what it is though. Wow, this is like Space Woman metallic silver. I feel like I wish I would have had this stuff a month ago so I could have listed it for Halloween. Commence is the brand. This might be okay for New Year's. Believe it or not, people are already starting to think about what they're going to do for New Year's. I am not that person, but okay. Here's a gray sweater. Vince. Okay. So Vince is a pretty good brand if it's going to be a sought after piece. It retails pretty high, and they usually have really high quality fabrics. Like this is a silk cashmere blend. There is a loose thread here on the pocket that I may or may not be able to fix. But otherwise, good material. Again, not real sure. Maybe they're considering that to be silver. All right. Here's some more sequins. Oh, new with tag. The brand is Sanctuary. I've talked about this brand before on my channel. It retails pretty high. The resale value is absolute trash. But maybe based on style, and again, holiday parties coming up, this might not be so bad. And I am going to hashtag the crap out of this stuff, Taylor Swift and Showgirl and whatever other hashtags I can find that would match this aesthetic, because again, it's going to be a challenge to do style-based selling on this stuff. That's not usually my wheelhouse. All right, whatever this is has some embellishments on it. Zadig and Voltaire. Isn't this, okay, I'm not super familiar with this brand, but isn't this a higher end brand? Okay. It's got embellishments all over it. It is just a t-shirt, but I mean, props for the brand. Do we have a size? Oh, here. Size small. Okay, at least it has a size. Okay. There is a bag and a pair of shoes in here. I'm going to save those for last. Whoa. Is this like a bolero? The brand is Halogen, which is also a department store house brand. This is like a shrug. And it's an extra large. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, if I ever decide to see Taylor Swift in concert, which I probably won't, maybe I'll borrow this from myself. It is new with tag. Okay. One more clothing item and then we'll do the bag and the shoes. This is heavily beaded as well. What is this? Zara? H&M. It is new with tag. But it is H&M. Size extra small. Wow. Very heavily beaded. Very shiny. Okay, let's get into the shoes here. These are a pair of Sam Edelman. These are the Yarrow, size 8.5. Definitely fits the aesthetic. Gently worn. I see they've got like a mark on the back here, but otherwise like the soles look pretty good. Again, not a brand that I typically look for, but Sam Edelman potentially would be a decent seller or an okay seller. Again, I paid $7.40 per piece here. So not terrible. Like I said, they definitely fit the aesthetic and they look okay. So, all right. And then there's this bag in here. Like, what is this bag? What is this? Is that on the front? I have a feeling it's not going to have like a brand. Is this even a bag? Oh yeah, I guess. What fits it? What would you even put in here? So the lining of this bag is like big enough to fit my fist. That's it. It's not even that big. And it's unbranded as far as I can tell. I'm sure it's designer inspired. I was going to say like Bottega or I don't even know. It's definitely unbranded, but definitely fits the aesthetic of the box here. I was just trying to put my phone in this to see if my phone would even fit in here, and the whole zipper fell off and broke. So I won't be listing this, unfortunately. So that's everything. All right, so I do indeed have 20 pieces here. What do I think of this box? So if I'm looking, and I think I totally forgot to go over my rating system in the beginning. Ease of listing, quality of items, overall profitability. So ease of listing for me is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I am going to attempt to do some style-based listing, which is not totally my wheelhouse. Not to say that that's good or bad. It'll definitely be a little bit of a learning opportunity for me. But that being said, you know, it's fine. It's on par with what I expected. Quality of items, I will say I'm kind of impressed. Majority of it, I can see the reference to the album. Majority of it. There's a few pieces in here that I'm like, not sure how this fits the theme. But again, I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not super familiar. So maybe for all I know, it does fit and I just don't know how it fits. And I didn't see anything with a ton of flaws or anything that I'm not going to be able to list. So that's good. And actually, I am impressed with the amount of new with tag stuff. If I am going to do style-based listing, it is the most ideal that it is new with tag. So there's that. I am good with that. Overall profitability, though, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I am hoping to capitalize on a trend. So I do have that working for me. I also have the fact that we have the holidays and New Year's coming up. And I think a lot of this stuff, even if it's not a Taylor Swift trend, some of these pieces will apply to those things coming up. Believe it or not, those things being a little more widely recognized even than Taylor Swift. So there's that. I do have that working to my advantage. The cost per piece, it wasn't a huge risk. So all of that being said, I'm going to give it an oh yeah. I do have high hopes for this box. I hope I'm not being overly optimistic, but I guess you'll just have to find out in a few months once I get everything listed. So please let me know if you ordered this, how yours did. If you want to grab one, I have them linked down below. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see the update on this box. And that is it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get to work on listing this stuff. I'll see you in the next video.